the arrogant rock star and the one that you want to hang out with. And hopefully, pray to God, we always want to be the one that, you know, we are the ones that people want to hang out with.
Our band, the Jonas Brothers, is me and my two brothers, Kevin and Joe. We've been playing together now for about 3 years.
We've always grown up in a musical family. We've always sang together and been in bands together.
I started playing piano first and then moved over to guitar. And my dad's a great teacher. And Kevin plays guitar well, so he taught me some of the stuff he knows. I played the bongos and I kind of like picked up the drums right after that and started like playing kind of. And I was okay. And then after that, like when I was about 6 or 7, I started playing piano. I started singing when I was about, honestly, 12 or 13. I didn't want to get into it very much until I really decided that it was something that I really wanted to do. I knew that I really wanted to get serious about the guitar and that I wanted to get good at it, so I listened to a bunch of songs that would help me get better. And I practiced for 5 hours every night.
Nick and me and Joe all play different instruments. You know, Nick goes drums to keyboards to lead things to guitar to piano to percussion all during this one single show. And that adds for a great experience.
And it's going really well. We're having a great time touring, recording, and doing all that. And, you know, we're having a blast shooting our first movie.
57, take 1. Alpha Mark.
Hey, buddy. How's my birdhouse coming?
Jason. Sorry, it's not my fault you didn't ask me to make you anything.
I didn't want anything. I wanted a birdhouse.
Why do you need a birdhouse?
I wanted to see more birds in my life.
Most people don't know this, but it actually started with a solo project with me. And then it rolled out to a group project out of that. Nicholas has actually recorded a Christmas song that got heard by a record label, and he got picked up. We asked Nick, hey Nick, would it be cool if we wrote a song with you after he got signed? And he was like, yeah, of course. And we went in and they were like, okay, this could be a band. And so it just kept developing from there.
People have said the fact is that we're 3 brothers that do play our instruments and, you know, make our own music, write our own songs, sing, you know. And so that was, you know, very appealing.
And I always kind of think about, like, if I didn't have them, would it be lonely on the road and just, you know, touring and doing all that? You know, I think it probably would be. I think it's really good that I had them on the road with me, and that, you know, when there's times when I just need to talk to somebody, they're there. Not only best friends, but we're always each other's brothers.
Much better. It just hasn't been the same without hugging Nick. Hey guys, I get it right, now I get the other part wrong, of course. Oh, I'm sorry guys.
When I heard that Joe was going to have to dance in the movie, I was immediately like, I need to be there when they filmed all of it. Any scene Joe dances in. Because, you know, we dance, kind of. You know, we like, when we're out with our friends, we'll just like, you know, turn on some music and we'll dance. But we're a rock band, so we're not really like dancers.
It's kind of new for Joe, so for having him to dance and learn how to, you know, doing all that, he's a great dancer. People don't know it. We put up a little video on the internet of him dancing, but it was kind of funny. But other than that, people really don't know about him. So I think it's gonna be really interesting to see it when like the fans' reactions are like, oh my gosh, look at Joe dancing. It's really funny. I did not have any dance experience. I mean, I had a little from theater, but this really is a big difference because it's a lot of hip-hop incorporated dancing, and for me, that's new. He does little things on stage that, like, can imply that he's a good dancer, but people don't know. So when they see him doing, like, full-on synchronized dance moves and full-on, like, routines, they're gonna be like, wow. Sometimes it was tough incorporating choreographed moves. Other times it wasn't so bad. It depends, you know, it all takes practice, like anything, like playing guitar or singing. Joe really impressed me with this movie and his dancing. When I saw it, I was like, wow. Like, he was like, thank you. So he finally got his, you know, his respect, and I was like, good job, Joe, I'm proud of you. The choreographers and I incorporated a lot of really cool tricks. Some that I use on stage, and some hip-hop moves. We kind of met in a median of things we can do on stage, like a mic trick where I might flip around the mic. And he adds a lot of Joe into it too, like with his you know, mic tricks that he did, his tambourine tricks, his hat things he does all the time, and very Joe. So we do call him Danger. For example, he did his up in the face with a microphone the other day.
No, I can totally do it.
Oh! Did you get that on tape? Please tell me you got that on tape.
Yes.
Typical Joe, or Danger, whichever you want to call him.
Joe Jonas.
actually just finished school. Nick and Jill, on the other hand, are still in school. So they have to try and balance filming, music, practice, school, everything, and of course school takes priority.
I balance schoolwork and my job, I think, pretty well. My parents and, my brothers and all that, Kevin, make sure that I get it done.
I try to help out as much as I can, but now, they're moving on to like algebra 2s and, trigonometry stuff, and I'm just like, no, not so much. I finished a long time ago, and I don't really want to pay attention to that right now.
School on tour is sometimes tough, but, we always get through it, and we always do well. My mom is not the kind to let me not do it, so I have to get it done. And if she's not with us on the road at that moment, she'll be texting me every second, are you doing your schoolwork? Are you doing schoolwork? I'm like, yes, Mom, I'm doing my schoolwork. I try to get as much as that done in the morning, that way I have the rest of the day just to relax and have fun and play a concert. Whenever we're in like a really big city and there's a lot of stuff to do, my dad, he's usually good about letting us go and like sightseeing a little bit, but then making sure that we do make the time to do it, and usually we find the time. And even if we have to make up for it the next day, but he always tries to give us time to just have fun and do what we love to do and be able to go see some really cool places on the road. I usually take the longest to get ready in the morning. It's just how it is. Actually, recently, I've been the first one downstairs. So, maybe there's a change. Kevin takes the longest to get ready because he has to flat iron his curly hair. Ugh. He has to wake up like so much earlier than all of us just because he's got to flat iron his hair. It takes Kevin quite a long time to do his hair because he has curly hair and usually flat irons it to make it straight. So sometimes it takes a little while. It's like, dude, just do it curly. Like, you wake up, roll right out of bed, and you're good to go. It's like we go to the airport. Kevin has to like be there at like 2 in the morning. Like, but I guess he likes the straight hair. A lot of the girls like the straight hair too. I think Kevin is a little bit more of a shopper in the group. Joe also actually is too. I love to shop. I have so much fun shopping. Fashion is very important to me. I love new latest shoes or new latest shirts or clothing. I'm always out shopping if I'm home, It's fun, something fun to do. I'll be the guy that kind of just comes along with a group of friends and is like, oh, cool, you should buy that. I like you should get that. But I'm never the guy that actually gets something. He'd rather be going to see a football game than shop. Kevin and Joe definitely like to lay some cash down.
We want to be fashionable. We want to bring high fashion back to rock and roll. So that's why we started really working with, some amazing designers and some really high fashion clothing companies and designers so that we can really find that look that we wanted.
We are a really big part in all the clothes that we wear. Like, we have somebody that helps, like stylist, but it's really our styles that she just kind of like enhances, and it's cool, and we all work together to make it look cool.
Our second album, the pictures of that we have on there are what we wanted it to look like and what we dress like every single day. Everybody has their own specific style, but I think we've figured out ours, and we love what we do. And with some good help and some a lot of practice, I think we've nailed it.
When we're on the road every day and we're performing every night, that's kind of like our practice. Like, we learn something new every night on the road. We learn how to do something better every night on the road. I think it always helps to get into the groove of doing more than just like 2 or 3 shows, because then you'll know what works better, and it really is a good practice. Even when we're not on the road, we like to go home and work on acting, singing, writing music, all that. And it's just good to get into a groove and try to continue to do it. I think the ultimate performance for us would be the performance at Grammys. I think that would be an amazing feeling. Being there in front of all those other artists, and also winning a Grammy wouldn't be bad either. So, that would be awesome. We've always dreamed of playing at the White House, and we've done that twice so far. And for us, that was amazing, and we couldn't do anything else. And I think also, opening for one of our favorite bands, like opening up for the Rolling Stones or U2 or something amazing. It's one of those amazing bands out there. An example of our really crazy schedule is where we'll hit basically 10 cities in 3 days, and we'll kind of just go do a city in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, and we fly on a private jet everywhere so we can get there in time. And it's a pretty crazy schedule, pretty crazy life, but we love it, and we always think that we'd rather be doing that than be at home sitting around wishing that we were doing it. There are things that might be annoying in the moment, but then the next day when you see that you have a #1 record here and there, it's just it was worth it. and whatever you had to do to get there, it was all worth it. It's just about, you know, just being able to do what you love and doing as much as you can, and it's just a lot of fun.